think you'll agree to that.
One of the reasons why I drove all the way out here.
Yeah, it is. The body is really straight, and all the bumper parts are there. The brackets in the back seat for the bumper, and then here's all 5 of the pieces, and then that's the steering wheel, radio cover, and then like I said, we had started to finish, but here's what the originals are still there. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is pretty sweet.
It is really cool. My husband had been fighting cancer for several years and passed about a year or so ago, and I'm not going to be able to do something with it like we thought. So
right.
Somebody else needs to enjoy it instead of it just sitting.
When was the last time it ran?
It ran about 2 years ago. We pulled it out of the garage.
Yeah, it's full of varnish. Got a lot of varnish in that tank.
Yeah, and I just put 5 fresh gallons in because my brother and I were here, seeing what's going to happen here.
Right. How much do you think was in it before you added it?
We hadn't kept a lot in there.
Right. Probably for that reason.
I really don't. I can't answer that, Mike. I don't know.
God, I wonder who can fix that steering wheel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Give it a good one. It's solid.
Put some oomph into it, huh? Wow.
So anyway, I drove it up and down the highway. We drove it up the mountain, up on the Forest Service Road when we got it, and then say about 2 years ago, we pulled it out of the garage because we had been storing it in the garage for 9 years, and so we did start it and we pulled it off to the side of our shop, and it's been outside now for 2 years. So
do you know if it's been wrecked?
I do not know.
I mean, I'm just looking at that.
And I do have the original wheels. They still have the little chrome liners. I could show you those in my shop.
Okay, we'll get down there.
And then I don't know if you noticed these awesome
manuals.
I don't know what kind of a buff you are, but this is. It tells you just about everything to tear it apart. Everything.
That's cool.
I mean, it's awesome.
Right.
So
the manuals, the service manuals for the car for that year.
So
let me turn my lights off here.
The only thing that I know, that I could say is missing, I noticed this one little piece of chrome on this side. Mm-hmm. And then I was looking to see where the tailpipe was, but I'm throwing you there.
So there's a part of the exhaust missing, is what you're saying?
Apparently not. I mean, I see if I can pop the hood here.
Oh, is it a release inside?
Well, there's a release inside, but I think then we have to do something out here.
All right. Oh, that's broke. Fuck.
Down the ground. So I had purchased a battery, but it was square instead of long.
And that's the one you tried to crank it over on, and it went rrr.
Yeah, I can even try. I'll try right now.
Give it a shot. See what it does.
Yeah, because the needle, electrical needle bounces when I turn the key.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So it definitely tried.
It's but it's a good thing. What you're telling me is if that battery's been sitting for a couple years and it still went rrr, then chances are, with a battery, this thing will fire up.
Which is at Auto Parts.
I talked to a friend of mine and asked him what would happen if I put a jump on it or a 12-volt battery in it and start it up. He said nothing, man. Just don't run it long, and make sure all the electric's off inside.
And I wouldn't have an idea what to.
So I'm gonna check and see if I have jumper cables. If I do, I'll hook them up, and you know it'll just crank it over. Is all we're gonna do.
Well, I have cables.
Do you? Okay,
Right
well,
in my truck.
if you got cables, why don't you grab them?
Are you sure?
Oh, if I screw something up, I'll buy the car.
Oh, okay.
And I made it a point to ask him before I came out here. So.
The starting fluid.
Okay, but you probably won't need it. But yeah, grab that too, please. Unbelievable. Okay, well, I guess now I gotta go back to snapping some pictures. I'll come back to a video, but unbelievable. Totally original car. They got the original wheels. Alright, at any rate, talk to you in a minute. Okay. When at the self